I'll never forget a friend of mine who, after watching this movie on my recommendation, reproached me and said that because of you I would never enjoy a movie again. This masterpiece is not just a journey, it goes deep into the human soul and brings our inner conflicts to the surface. Of course, we are talking about Stalker, one of Tarkovsky's masterpieces. As Tarkovsky's camera drags the characters into the unknown of the zone, it also draws the viewer into the complexity of the human psyche. The movie is much more than a fantastic science fiction story. The zone is a place where people fulfill their desires, but it is also a metaphorical universe where everyone who travels there discovers themselves. Guided by Stalker, the professor and the writer wander this forbidden land, each with his own internal battle. The professor is a man who lives in the rigid world of science and sees everything objectively. The author, on the other hand, despite his inner conflicts, is constantly in search of a creative impulse, but the pain of this search has left deep scars on his soul. The paths of these two characters cross when Stalker takes them to the zone. Stalker guides them on this journey, but he also carries his own broken ideals and secret longings. Together, on the brink of the unknown, all three seem lost in their own inner worlds. In Tarkovsky's philosophical world, the region is both a paradise and a hell, a place that promises to satisfy the human desire for the unknown, but is also a dangerous place. Tarkovsky reflects the storms raging in the subconscious of his characters in scenes characterized by the disintegration of nature, metal debris and the calm flow of water. It is a kind of labyrinth that hides the secrets of the human soul, reflecting both the dark side of nature and the inner emptiness of man. As the journey progresses, the true face of the region is revealed. This land offers man not what he wants, but in fact his deepest, most subconscious desires. This makes the journey dangerous, because the characters fear themselves the most. What they want is ostensibly the end of a quest, an answer, but Tarkovsky ties the answer to a single word: emptiness. The zone is the void itself, this emptiness, which causes the writer to lose his inspiration, the professor to be condemned to the cold confines of science and the stalker to despair, is like a circle that compresses the characters throughout the movie. And when they finally arrive at the door of the room, each of the characters confronts their own inner desires. The room actually symbolizes the need to go beyond one's own limits and be honest with oneself. While waiting for them to enter the door, Stalker collects the wreckage of his own broken beliefs. Each character confronts their own weaknesses and desires, but none of them dare to open the door. Because their greatest enemy is not the emptiness inside the room, but the emptiness inside themselves. In the last scene of Stalker, the moments Stalker spends with his family imply that all his search is an empty endeavor. As a man lost in the banality of his family, Stalker's great journey is not to find meaning, but to face the impossibility of meaning. In this scene, Tarkovsky reminds us that man's greatest desire is not to transcend himself, but to accept himself. Because Stalker can only find peace by making peace with himself and the small moments of his life, not by transcending nature or exploring mysterious regions.